Hello, this is Eric from labofcoding.com. In this video, we look at the any and all built-in functions which are used for Boolean checks. I have opened Atom on the right and I have a file main.py opened which is in the folder projects Python, and on the right I have the terminal opened. And in the main.py file I've declared a list of fruits. First, if you begin with all, this one is used to check if all the values in an iterable are all true values. So if all the values are true, it will return true. Otherwise, it will return false. And the other one is the any function, which checks if any of those values is true. At least one should be true. So if at least one of those is true, it will return true. So we can check, for example, so these two functions all take as sequences like lists or tuples. So we can say, for example, if any, and then we pass our sequence. In this case it's a list. If any fruits, print, we can print we have at least one fruit. Else we can print no fruits for us. So the any function will go through the elements one by one in your list, and it will check each of those, and if it find even one true value, it will return true. So in this case we are using string, and we say that the string, an empty string is considered false, but a string with a character is considered a true value. So in this case, if we check if any fruits, in this case we have three true values: apples, mangoes and oranges, we'll print we have at least one fruit. If it was otherwise, if all the elements in the list were false values, we will get the second result, no fruits for us. So we can run this with Python 3 main.py file, which is the name of the file, and that we have at least one fruit. And if we use the all function will check for all elements, and all of them must be true for it to evaluate to true. So in this case we have three true values, but we have one false value, so it means that it will return false because not all the elements in the list are true values. So in this case we can say no enough fruits for us. So because one of these values is a false value, the all function will return to false, hence we'll evaluate the else part and we'll print no enough fruits for us. So if we run that, get that no enough fruits for us. So these two functions become very handy. Say for example you have a condition, which you have several conditions which all must be met before a given thing is done. So if all conditions must be met, you can put them in a list and then you use the all function. So if all evaluate to true, it means that all those conditions were met, and you can execute whatever you want to execute. And you can use any if, for example, you have several conditions but you want at least one of those to be met. So you can put them in a list and evaluate and see if you will have at least one of those elements or conditions true. So that's it for this video. We'll pick it from here. Thanks for watching.